our favorite day. It is install day, okay? Come on. If you've been watching my videos, you already know what time it is, okay? It's blazing saddles time. Anyway, so we're outside. I'm putting on a part today. We are going for version 2 of the MST intake. Now, of course, the intake I have on there has been working fine. I've been in a privileged opportunity to be able to work with them on their version 2 one. And I'm gonna be here to compare. Now, after I do the install, I'm gonna do a driving video. It's gonna be a separate video. I'm not putting it all in one video. Hopefully this is fairly quick because I've done this intake a number of times and I kind of already know what has to go on the car and what has to happen. So we're gonna put on this new intake. I'm not gonna show you the unboxing, but I'll show you the box I'm holding right now. Okay, see, this is the big intake box. As you can see, this is the main piece, the shroud that is really gonna transform what this is gonna look like. I'm not the only person that has this intake, okay? Friend of mine, Anthony Doe, he already put this intake on. So this is like rinse and repeat, okay? It's just gonna be my spin on me putting it on. You can watch along. It might be a time lapse. It might not be. I'm not holding myself to it. I'm just gonna put it on and we're gonna be on our merry way. Here, we're back again, CarQuicks. Okay, so we gotta get all this stuff off. All this, okay? So this is coming off. This is coming off. That is coming off. This is coming off. So we got some things to do. I gotta undo the mass airflow sensor. I need to take off this tubing. I need to take off this shroud. So we got some work to do, okay? I've already installed this a number of times. The next scene, all this is gonna be off because I'm not showing you a time lapse and me taking off this intake. Go watch my other video, all right? I'll be back. All right, it's already out. As you can see, completely empty. I do gotta take this shroud off, so let me go and do that because I didn't do that part and now I'm looking at it and realize I need to take it off. We're gonna get these clips out so I can take off this shroud. Save all these clips up here. This should just pop up. There we go. All right, put this off to the side. All right, everything's clear. Let's get to the pieces for the intake. You wanna know what's funny? They didn't give me any instructions for this. I don't need them, but for anybody else that gets this intake. Oops, sorry, hold on. Dropping boxes. Okay, forget it, whatever. Okay, so for anybody that gets this intake, this is all they sent me. Now they may send it for you, and I'm sure if you email them and message them on Instagram, they'll send you the PDF instructions, but they sent me the V2 fix for the CEL light that people have gotten. I've already been down this long diatribe. I didn't have it on the original one. I don't know why. My car just somehow didn't respond to it the same way. But that's what this is right here. This is how to clean the air filter. So no real instructions, but I don't need them. Let's get back to install. Okay, so seeing as how I don't have like instructions, and not that I need them, we're just gonna have to do this with using our brain, okay? A little bit of a forethought, a little bit of an idea. If you're mechanically inclined, this should not be that difficult to pull off and do. Trust me. Okay, so here's that. Once again, the beautiful shroud that we talked about for the intake. Obviously, this sits something like so, right? That's how it sits. If you look under here, all the air is gonna come in through here. See all these openings? So it sits up right here. So all this air that comes in from the front of the car comes in through here, gets caught in here, and then finds its way over here. So when you place this all here, if you notice, everything is covered and all the air is gonna be flowing straight through here into this area right here. Now, what I have to find out first is how that box mounts onto here and what tube we need for the whole entire shroud. All right, so there is one thing you need to do, and that is this little gasket on here. This got to come off. However, it ain't gonna be the prettiest thing because I don't know if you can see it, but it's like they have like a little lip on it that keeps it secured in here. Listen, I'm gonna try to get this off without breaking everything. I'm hoping for the best. That's all I can say. Okay, wasn't that bad. At least that one. Okay. It's working. Oh, hold on, let me not get too excited. All right, okay. So, shroud is cleaned off. I mean, I'll put this to the side in the garage somewhere for, oh wow, for a rainy day. But, okay, so the little rubber gasket is off. I'm gonna clean it off a little bit, just wiping it off. Okay, so this little piece goes right here on this guy. So let's go put that on. We're just gonna work our way around until this is all complete. All right, little rubber piece is on. This kind of sits right here. Now there is something else I gotta show you. And I hear something to know. You see this little rubber piece right here? Where the intake sits, there's like a metal bracket at the bottom that has these little rubber cups pieces that where the OEM one sits inside of here. So you're gonna want to take these off. I know previously I said that you didn't need some little rubber grommets. I was wrong. So remember those rubber grommets I told you about? Well, actually you need these back on the car. So I had to go find my old ones because the way that intake box works, intake box, let's stick this right here. If you look under, it has these threaded points here. These guys right here screw into the bottom of this, and then they sit inside of that little groove, inside of here, inside of there. Okay, so I was wrong. You do need those grommets. Do not throw them away. This box sits something like so. And let me move stuff away. Let me get it. Let me get it where I need it. Like, yeah, pretty much like that. That's how that box sits. So if you see, got the box sitting there. This is kind of sliding into where that box sits, into there. And voila, that's pretty much it. I got to put the clips in right here. Okay, that stays open. It allows me to take out the bolts if I need to. The clips go right here. I need to put that little rubber piece back in here that came from the OEM car. I need to put the cover in here, and then I need to put the pipe from here to there. Now, if you notice, I did not take off the one all the way in the back because it's already there. Like I said, I have an original intake. Now, I could take all that off. Maybe I will. There was a few pieces that were inside of this kit. Now, they did not have to take off this back piece right here. However, I realized, and let me show you, back to what I was saying. In the beginning, I said, I don't have to take off that back piece for the intake because I already put a version 1 on and it's going to use the same pipe. That is true to a degree. This is the same pipe that is essentially this, in a way. In a way. The reason why I say that is because one of these is longer than the other. Well, actually, no, not really. I think they're about the same. They're the same length. But if you notice, this one here has a little bracket on it, right? Version 1 didn't have that because in the back of the motor right here, there's a little spot to put on a bolt like this. So if you don't have instructions and you see this random gold bolt sitting around, it's because it all slides in back here and allows you to bolt this thing to the back of the motor where this bracket is right here. The original V1 did not have that. And it wasn't a big deal because once you put this on and cinch everything down, it wasn't going anywhere. However, I'm making that change. So, my bad, we're changing this out. Okay, this is where we do a time lapse. I'm gonna put all this together and we're gonna talk about the install after the fact. Let me bring y'all down a little bit so you can see everything. Time lapse coming right. And we're done. There you have it. Version 2 of the MST, version 2 MST Performance intake. You see the shroud, you see the enclosed box, the new tubing in the back. Clean. I love how this looks. This looks fantastic. Even though I will say, I like the original one that was open element, so I'm not knocking the original intake. I'm just saying, playing can't be serious right now. I'm just saying this looks real good. Okay, we're gonna do a quick little engine start. Okay, my camera's dying. Intake's on. The sweat has, you know, the head wrap has helped out immensely, okay? So, intake is on. The next time I do a video, I'll do a test drive, I'll do more sound comparisons. Now, here's one thing to know. This is going to be quieter than my open element intake just from the sake of the fact that that's enclosed. I got a cover on it. You're not going to hear the spooling and the blow off valve or the bypass valve, the OEM one, as much. I'm not mad at that because I prefer this enclosed look over the open element just from an aesthetic standpoint. But I never had an issue with that intake. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm changing it because that one didn't perform. I've been running that since, I don't know, 20,000 miles or something. I went on a road trip. I live in Texas. It's hot, it's heat. I never had heat soak issues, really. I'm not acting like I'm some massive, you know, race car driver. I'm not. I'm just saying, if you're looking at it thinking, oh, there's a bunch of hot air and things like that, yeah, there is probably some warm air, obviously, that comes into the intake, but I never had an issue. So, I'm just saying, I like the new one. It's cool. So, we got some other stuff next. Like I said, test drive coming up next. Thanks for watching the install. Like, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. I'll be back for the next one. Peace.